Breaking news out of Torrey Pines, where rescue and recovery is underway right now after a panga carrying more than a dozen people overturned this morning. Glad you're with us on this Monday, everyone. I'm Eric Connors.
And I'm Evan Nurani. Officials have confirmed that at least 3 people are dead after that vessel capsized at Torrey Pines State Beach earlier this morning. We have live team coverage of this breaking news. CBS 8's Chris Groh is standing by at UCSD Health in La Jolla, where at least one person on that boat was transported to.
Well, we begin with CBS 8's Regina Yarita at Torrey Pines State Beach, where crews are continuing to search in the water here, Regina.
That's right. Authorities are still here. We're actually closer to the Del Mar lifeguard tower, but I can tell you it was just a complete tragedy what happened here. I want to show you what's right behind me. This is actually the panga boat that capsized and washed ashore just north of Torrey Pines. It's pretty alarming to hear that this was what was carrying 18 people. You can imagine some were sort of crammed together in order to fit, not to mention how rocky and harsh the waves were this morning. It was still raining at the time of the incident, but if you take a look inside, you have towels, people's shoes, life vests that are still in here. You can still smell the fuel and the motor. If we can actually move it left over here, the motor that's pretty broken, badly damaged. Unfortunately, authorities have confirmed that 3 people are dead and 4 others are hospitalized. I want to show you some video. At this point, there's very limited information, but according to Encinitas Fire Department, this all happened around 6:30 this morning. There were reports about this panga boat carrying 18 people that had overturned and washed ashore. Encinitas Fire, paramedics, Border Patrol, the U.S. Coast Guard, and the Sheriff's Department were all on scene. We're still seeing Border Patrol here, and part of the beach is still blocked off by the Sheriff's deputies. But the vessel, like you noticed, right, remains here, and it has been causing some reaction from people passing by. Take a listen.
Idea of what they were trying to attempt, maybe they want to come to the U.S. I don't even know who are in the boats. It's just so sad. You mentioned about some people injured, some people have passed. You mentioned about 18 people in that boat. I don't know how 18 people can fit in there, and I don't know. This is the world we're living right now. Just.
And so you're looking at an image of that vessel. The boat is being removed from this area by a towing company very soon, but still seeing a lot of people in this area stopping by, trying to ask questions of what happened. Some people actually hearing sirens. We're still hearing the U.S. Coast Guard flying ahead and Border Patrol still walking near the beach. So the part of the Torrey Pines State Beach is blocked off, more on the north side, but still lots of missing information. We'll try to get you guys more information, but of course, this is still an ongoing investigation. For now, I'll send it back to you guys.
All right, Regina, thank you very much. We know what a massive response there was. A lot of San Diegans wondering what was going on in this area, so we appreciate it.
And we do want to check in with CBS 8's Chris Groh now, standing by at UCSD La Jolla. Chris, what are you seeing there?
Yeah, so we've actually seen a bit of a rash of activity here within the last, I would say, maybe about 2 hours when we got here just after 8 a.m. It started off with, of course, knowing that there is at least one patient that has been brought here in regards to this incident that occurred there in Del Mar. Now, there could potentially be more. We know that 4 individuals were transported to local hospitals, but we do not have confirmed if more than one have been taken here. And then quickly after we got here, we saw, at least by our count, at least 3 Border Patrol trucks that are here with agents inside. They have since gone inside of the hospital. Now, it's not clear exactly what it is that they are doing here. Obviously, we know that when these panga incidents happen, oftentimes they are carrying undocumented migrants, those who are looking towards extreme measures to try to get here to the U.S., and that Border Patrol oftentimes will try to take them into custody. Obviously, if someone is here receiving medical care, that will come first, or if these individuals are simply being questioned. We don't have that information at this time. We also reached out to UCSD Medical to ask about how many patients were here, and they told us that per their policy, that's not something that they can confirm nor deny. Now, we also do not know the condition of the individual or individuals that have been taken here. Of course, we know that this is a very serious incident there that occurred on the beach, which resulted in the deaths of multiple people. And so we're waiting to see exactly what type of treatment or potentially what type of condition the folks that have been taken here are in at this time. Now, we have reached out to a number of different first responder groups that are obviously tied to this incident. We know that is, as you guys pointed out, this was the type of incident where you saw responses from a number of different first responders, both law enforcement as well as medical, fire, and so forth, lifeguards. We even saw Del Mar lifeguards here coming back to retrieve one of the gurneys used to bring one of those patients in. So a lot of moving parts here still, even at this hour. As soon as we have more information to confirm, we'll be sure to update that part of the report.